Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today is going to be another episode of To Buy or Not To Buy Tuesdays. I'm making this a weekly series where I will discuss what has been coming up in the makeup community for the last week, new products that have been launching, and if I as a consumer choose to buy or not to buy. If you haven't seen the first one, I'll make sure to link it somewhere around here in the description box below so you can go ahead and check that out. So as per usual, a lot has been going on in the makeup community, so we will go ahead and get started. So first thing that actually launched was from Smashbox. It is a new primer. Now I'm a super big fan of Smashbox primers. It is a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Stick. It primes, preps, and smooths skin while instantly mattifies and blurs the look of imperfections. It states that it controls oil for up to 12 hours without drying the skin, ensuring that makeup goes on flawlessly. It retails for $32. If I'm not mistaken, also, I think this is the first primer stick, at least that I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. And I think that this would be something that I would buy, definitely. I am someone who prefers to be matte. I prefer to add my highlights and my dewiness where I see fit. I also love the fact that they said that it was a non-drying stick, because you find a lot of matting primers or mattifying primers tend to dry the skin, and because in getting a little bit older, I have now realized that my skin has been dry in these areas down right here, whereas normally in my upper T-zone is where I tend to be more oily. So the fact that it's saying that it is a hydrating mattifying primer, I'm all up for that. Girl, put that in my cart right now. So it is currently available right now. Like I said, retails for $32, and it is currently available on Sephora.com and on Smashbox.com. Is this something that you guys would buy? Please let me know. I would love to hear about it. Next thing on the list is the Anastasia Subculture Palette. It looks like this is probably the sister palette to the Modern Renaissance palette, which I've heard only good things about. It comes out on July 25th, so with the lipsticks that she's launching and the liquid glows that she's launching a bunch of stuff on July 25th. I'm assuming that it's going to be $42, the same as the Modern Renaissance palette. They haven't written it out just yet. I don't see that palette being any different in price than the Modern Renaissance palette. I've seen the swatches. They look really gorgeous. Anastasia does very good work on her eyeshadows. I have a couple of palettes that were like way back in the day palettes. That being said, I probably won't get it. I am a fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills, clearly. I'm just not feeling the colors per se. I know I'm probably gonna get like things thrown at me for saying that I don't want to buy this palette. Just not something that I would probably buy. But if you cannot live without this palette and you have used and abused that Modern Renaissance palette, let me know in the comment section below. I totally want to hear. If I hear that many good reviews, you know, I may break down and just get both of them if that's the case. Next item on the list comes from Lancer. Now Lancer is actually from Dr. Harold Lancer, which is the dermatologist for Kim K and a whole bunch of other A-list celebrities. He has a huge line of products that you should totally check out. I really love their moisturizer. I ran clear out of it, so I need to get some more. And their cleanser and their exfoliator are bomb. This product is actually a pore primer, so another primer on the list. It is their Studio Filter Pore Perfecting Primer. That's a mouthful. So it states that it is a Hydra Velvet formula that glides on seamlessly to help minimize the appearance of pores on your skin. I love their skin related items. Like I said, have tried their exfoliator and their blemish control cleanser, and I swear by those. Those are amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This pore primer retails for $58, which is definitely on the pricey side. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all for you. He's legit. Clearly has to be if he's Kim K's dermatologist, obvi. Now take all of that into consideration. Girl's about trying to get her skin right. So this would be something that I would totally buy, just because I would rather spend my money on skincare, because if I could take care of my skin to the point where I do not have to walk out with foundation, girl, your girl would be made for life. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about anything anymore. I could just pop on a little highlight and some eyeshadow and not worry about having to perfect the look of my skin with makeup. Tell me what you guys think though. Would you spend $58 on a primer or nah? Let me know. Now the next item on the list is from Cinema Secrets. Now if you guys are not familiar with Cinema Secrets, they are probably most well known for their brush cleaner. It is a spot brush cleaner. It's fantastic. They do everything from brush cleaner to liquid and cake foundation. And they are now coming out with eyeshadow palettes. They have two palettes, the natural palette, which is all matte, and the Chroma palette, which is all metallics. Comes in a magnetic palette and there are 5 colors in each with the brush, and they retail for $40 each. Both the natural palette and the Chroma palette are available on Sephora.com right now. Now, if I was looking at both palettes, I would probably go for the natural palette more than I would go for the Chroma palette, to be completely honest, if I was getting them. But I probably have to take a hard pass on this. $40 to me is just a little bit too much, even if it's a great company. It's a little bit too much for me to pay for an eyeshadow palette that I don't absolutely love. I love the fact that the pan is magnetic, so you can kind of switch up the colors, but like I said, wouldn't probably be anything that I would actually purchase myself. I just can't justify $40 for an eyeshadow palette that I'm not absolutely in love with. But if you can't live without them, let me know in the bottom section below. And up next we have the Etheralist. Am I saying that right? Supernatural Concealer from Kevyn Aucoin. Yes, 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 yes. All of that, yes. Have you guys seen the swatches on these? These are beautiful swatches. It says it's a weightless formula, blurs imperfections, pigments that don't settle or crease. Not necessarily super sure on that one, but hey. Unique blends of complexion brightening pearls and high definition pigments reflect light off skin to create a diffused look. Smooth and natural application due to 3D film formers. Oxygen complexion revitalizes skin. Contains hyaluronic acid to add long-term moisture, because we all need acids on our face. Medium to full coverage, although they look super full coverage in my opinion. And apparently it's buildable. Not that I don't think that you would have to build them at all though. They're fragrance free, paraben free, and a demi satin finish. The applicator looks a lot like the Tarte Shape Tape, so it's got like a thicker applicator and it looks a little bit fluffier, which is awesome because I feel like you get more product off of that applicator than the thinner ones. They come in at 9 different shades plus an EC corrector. They will be available August 4th online at Kevyn Aucoin and Sephora websites, and other websites on August 14th. And in all stores August 11th. They retail for $30 each, but these look super, super, super bomb. I love Kevyn Aucoin, period. His bronzers are absolutely amazing. His Essential Skin Enhancer, which I think is actually technically supposed to be used as a concealer, but a lot of people use it as a foundation, looks absolutely amazing. I remember when I first got into makeup, really hearing about how absolutely wonderful they were and trying a little sample from a cosmetic store online and falling absolutely in love with it. So with that, I have absolutely no doubt that these concealers are going to be the most pigmented things you have ever seen in life. They are a little bit on the pricey side. They are $30, but the quality of that product is absolutely insane. I need to get those. They are on my wish list of things that I absolutely need to have. If you feel like this would just be a hard pass for you, or you have to have these in your life, let me know and send me swatches of it, because I need to see how absolutely perfect these things are gonna be. So last item on the list comes from Colourpop, who has clearly been busy apparently. They are just dropping bombs all over the internet at this point. They are for sure coming out with brushes and concealers on July 27th, which look amazing. And apparently as of yesterday on Trendmood, they are also coming out with pressed powdered bronzers and highlighters in compacts, but I haven't seen any confirmation on those just yet. So let's get to the brushes and to the concealers. They have 12 soft synthetic brushes, a large powder brush, blush brush, an angled brush, a stippling brush, a fan brush. small fluff brush, a small eye shades brush, a medium eye shades brush, which I'm assuming is a shader brush as opposed to a shades brush, blending brush, a tapered blending brush, I apologize, a pencil brush, and an angled eye brush. They range all the way from $5, which is the cheapest brush, to $11, which is the most expensive brush. Now, from what I'm seeing, the only downside to these brushes is it looks like they do not come in a set, which is a little bit misleading just because the way that they have these pictures on their Instagram and the pictures that I've seen on Trend Mood, they look like they all come in a set with like the little pink roll-up business where you can kind of put them all in their little slots. But they haven't confirmed if they're coming in a set. They have told us how much these brushes are individually, but from what we can see, they're probably not coming in a set, which I'm a little bit disappointed of. $80 for an entire brush set? Not when I can run over to Morphe and get brushes. Shoot, for that I might as well get a MAC brush set if we're gonna go do that. I'm hoping that that's not the case and they are coming in a set, but I don't know. I mean, it's July 25th and they should be launching in 2 days and there's still no sign of if it's actually going to be in a brush set or not. So I would probably have to hard pass on those. There's just too many options for affordable brushes for Colourpop to be selling these all separately. So you guys let me know, do you need these brushes in your life, or is $80 just asking way too much for Colourpop? Now moving on to the concealers. Colourpop is also coming out with concealers that also launch on July 27th. They have 15 different shades, and from what I saw online on Trend Mood, the swatches look pretty legit, you guys. They retail for $6 each. This would definitely be something that I would be putting in my cart. I love Colourpop. I love their lippy sticks. I love their lip liners. They're definitely more known as an affordable brand, so I would definitely be putting these concealers in my cart. I would like to know if the Colourpops would be an affordable dupe for the Kevyn Aucoin ones, just because the packaging is super similar. That may be a good video idea. $6 each isn't bad, you guys. I would definitely encourage a lot of people starting off with makeup to definitely buy those. I mean, my Maybelline one is like $8.99 from CVS. So they definitely compete with that drugstore brand. Colourpop has always been known to be super affordable. So the concealers I would definitely get. That would be something that I would personally love to try out. So it's time for you guys to let me know if you need those concealers and those brushes in your life. Let me know what you guys think. Are they gonna be a super hard pass because of those brush prices, or do you have to have those in your collection? Please let me know in the comment section below. I would totally love to hear. So that's it for this week's To Buy or Not To Buy Tuesday series. Please let me know what you have to have in your life and what you're just gonna give a hard pass to. I would absolutely love to know. Please leave all of those in the comment section below. I really appreciate all you guys watching. If you have any suggestions on what should be in next week's To Buy or Not To Buy, please leave them in the comment section below or tag me. I would really love to see all of you guys' suggestions. If you like this video or want to see any more, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. See you guys in the next one. Besos, bye.